6:30. Allow Chris another minute. Well, Karen said he's going to be here, so.
You officially
Another minute, I guess. Karen is going to be here.
Yeah, set a precedent of allowing two garages.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's a garage. So, yeah, that one you transfer without
That's not
I have all my clients.
All right, well, I think it's, we were waiting for one more board member, but looks like we're here. So I'd like to call the meeting to order. First, we need to have a motion to have our alternate substitute for Chris.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. So, all right, we will now, please join me in the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So we have two items on the agenda tonight. First is Carla Schreiber under contract for 82 North Avenue, tax ID 080.09-1-38.1. Applicant seeks preliminary and final site plan approval for change of use from retail small, section 175-19B, to an office professional, section 175-19B20 classification pursuant under the village code, section 175-40B. Property zoned NB, neighborhood business. Is there someone here for 82 North?
We already
Everyone here.
Well, if you'd like to, somebody would like to come up and represent the project up to the podium and give their name and address, and then tell us what you're looking to do.
Hi everyone, I'm Carla, and I'm a nurse practitioner and medical director of Lovely Aesthetics. It's been kind of more of a small, I have a medical treatment room out of my house and renting a room in Rochester, but hoping to expand and open a small med spa in the space of 82 North Ave. Love the historical charm, fall in love with the property, so do you have any questions?
Well, yeah, so well, if you're all set with kind of what you're doing, I guess I'll open it up to the board for any questions that they might have.
There were some comments and concerns about drainage and the bushes on the side. Drainage will be maintained. I think that goes with the original parking variance that we gave them years ago, I believe. We have to reinstate that.
Actually, I read the minutes. I didn't see anything in the minutes where it was actual a condition of any
No.
prior approvals.
Just
In
approval
fact,
agreement.
the minutes indicate it was an agreement between the current owner and the neighbor. That it was just a private agreement between them. But it wasn't a condition
It wasn't a condition.
of the village planning board.
Now,
The same with the shrubs between 82 and 86. There's no mention of that in there.
I'm the current owner, been for 30 years.
So, yeah, I guess if you can just hold off, I
Sure.
will open it to the public
Not a problem.
when we are done with the board members. Thank you.
and your business is not a beauty business, but more
It's
medical?
medical aesthetics,
Medical
so
aesthetics.
Botox, fillers, chemical peels.
And you're licensed
skincare.
for that?
Yes, I'm a nurse practitioner and I can be my own medical director in the state of New York.
Okay, and you'll hire people and they'll work under your license?
Correct. So right now I have 2 registered nurses that's working with
Okay.
me. That's why I've kind of outgrown my space. So,
Right,
so yeah, licensed registered nurses would work under me in the same capacity.
okay. So you're an MP?
Yes.
And how many other businesses are there? Are you gonna have the whole building?
Yep.
So the hairdressing is gone?
Yes, I've moved.
Okay.
So the second floor was an apartment. Is that still going to be residential, or are you?
No, I'm hoping to use it all for the business.
So are you looking to hire anybody else?
Yeah, so the goal at some point would definitely be to expand, possibly like rent a room to like an esthetician or a massage therapist, 1 of the 2 of the rooms like that. But primarily, the goal will be that Lovely Aesthetics will grow and have, maybe some support staff at some point. But right now, it's just myself and 2 registered nurses, and they're really gonna be working like 1 or 2 days a week, so it'll mostly be me in the beginning.
So like when you have clientele coming in, they'll be obviously like 1 at a time for their hour, and then I'm just thinking of the number of employees, the number of customers, and then your parking situation. Are you going to have enough?
Yeah, so right now, there's only, there would only be about like 4 treatment rooms that I would be utilizing. I'm hoping to either have like an office or like a common area, like a break room, shall we say. So I don't foresee that, I think the parking that is there would suit us great, yeah.
How much parking do you
Yeah,
have?
but just-
I think it's 17 spots. 16 spots.
16?
Yeah.
Anyone out there, but I kind of.
Yeah, and I remember.
So the state, is there a state agency that provides or oversight of this medical
So-
spa?
So, just, I would say, like, my licensure, and I have, medical liability. I will be prescribing to a professional AM spa, but that's more just like organization
Okay.
for help or guidance, but like, there's no regulatory oversight other than like the nurse practitioner, the board.
So what do you do with your medical waste? Hazardous waste?
Yeah, so I'll have like a service that comes and picks that up,
Okay,
like sharps containers and things like that.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Except for a sign, you doing anything to the outside of the building?
No, maybe just a little exterior paint, like around the windows.
And are you purchasing the building?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have any more current questions from the board? I'm not seeing any. I would like to open it up to anybody in the public that would like to speak. All I ask is that you come up to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and direct your comments to the board, please.
Dominic Napolitano. I live at 1337 Schlegel Road in Webster. I own the neighboring property at 86 North Avenue. It's a residential. I currently rent it out to a tenant that's been there for probably 12 or 13 years now. My big concern is the drainage. That was my first concern. There is a portion of land that Scott Funter had purchased from Claire Rigby, who is the one I purchased 86 North Avenue from. There is a deed written which has the wording and stuff to allow for the installation of the drainage system in the yard going from the parking lot at 82 and cuts through the yard at 86 and then crosses over the Reynolds Road address to the storm drain.
Correct.
And I just want to make sure that that drainage is taken care of because my property sits lower than the two of them and it could flood easily if those drains are not maintained. That's my largest concern. And the shrubs, they're beautiful shrubs, they're huge. They require maintenance regularly. If it was up to me, I'd probably be chopping them down, taking them out, removing them. They're too big to keep up with.
Are those on your property?
Yes, they primarily sit on my property. And my understanding was that there was an agreement between Mr. Rigby and Scott Funter when he put the salon in. It's a handshake agreement.
Yeah,
correct?
I took care of him for him.
And, yeah, Scott's been taking care of it. And if they were a condition of the change of use to a salon at 82, I don't know. They're not in the notes or anything? There's no mention of any shrubs. The only mention of shrubs was along Reynolds Drive, to Okay. keep those low so that it wouldn't block traffic coming in and out of the parking area in the back. But nothing between 82 and 86. Okay. If the shrubs are on your property and you want to chop them down, go for it. You take them down. They're your shrubs. You can do whatever you want with them. Just sitting there, yeah.
Claire was in his 90s. I felt it was, I told him I'd take care of it for him. He was a good neighbor, and I took care of him.
That was nice of you.
It was a handshake and a six-pack
But
of Jack,
it's
so.
really got nothing, the shrubs.
That's how Claire worked.
The shrubs have nothing to do with the village.
Okay.
The village doesn't.
It was not a requirement for the change.
It wasn't a requirement.
Okay.
And if you've got something in an easement or something in a deed, again, it doesn't run to the village. We're not aware of any.
Right.
It does run through our storm drain.
No, there's,
For the drainage
Chris,
system?
I'm not aware of any drainage easement to the village of Webster and the back of that property. So, and again, she's not proposing to make any changes.
Right.
So I don't know in the last 20 years if you've had drainage issues, but she's making no changes. So she's not doing anything that's going to make it any worse.
Right.
Well, the pipes that run through his yard, if something were to happen to them, I guess she and I would be responsible. I put them in, it's the storm drain off the parking lot. It moves the water because we are low. We used to get a lot of water in that spot. So I put the storm drains in to catch the water and move them to the storm drain on the back of my property at 7 Reynolds Road. So it runs across my backyard through his backyard. So his concern is if something goes wrong with it, he doesn't want to be responsible for it, which I guess makes sense. She and I could have a written agreement to take care of it if something happens. I don't think it's a problem.
And again,
Not your problem.
it's probably, you know, it sounds like there should be an easement agreement between the owner of your property and your property. And generally speaking, those kind of agreements say something about who's responsible to maintain it.
Okay.
But we don't have that document in front of us, so I can't tell you what it
That
says
would
or
be,
doesn't
that
say.
would be in their deed.
Well,
If it was an
sometimes,
easement agreement,
well, sometimes it's a separate document, an easement, but it would be recorded like the deed. They could throw it in the deed, I don't know. But in any event, it's an issue between the two property owners.
What you handed me, that's,
Yes, it is, yes.
So,
That would be the deed, that's the deed for your property, your
Right.
backyard.
can I show you this? Can I hand this up to you guys?
Sure.
Don,
I would hand it to him, maybe.
whoever wants to see it.
I
He has it all.
don't read. I don't read the order.
now have you had issues in the, since that drain was put in? So the drain's doing its job?
Not on an annual basis, but water main broke on Reynolds Road a couple of times,
Oh, yeah.
and my backyard was
Flooded.
Totally flooded.
And then I had to pay to get those storm drains cleaned out, those catch basins. I
Okay.
had Chamberlain come and clean them all out. So I mean, if anything were to happen, that obviously would fall on Carla or
The
myself.
owner, yeah.
Correct. And I'd take some responsibility because it's got to run through my property as well still.
Right.
I still live at 7 Reynolds Road, so.
And you're on Reynolds Road across from Dunkin' Donuts? right?
Yeah, I built on part of Claire's in my property, subdivided that.
this reads like that the drainage was to benefit Ms. Rigby at 86 North Avenue.
It benefited both of us because we were getting a lot of water in
Yeah,
both
but
of our yards.
It doesn't say anything about maintenance. I guess, if you have a problem in the future, contact Ms. Schreiber, she's gonna be the new owner, and but hopefully the two of you will work out whatever you
We
gotta
can
work out.
always, we'll work that out. I agree.
I'll go with Scott.
Yeah, absolutely.
Roger, and
Did I just kick that out? Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else in the audience that would like to speak about this project? Not seeing any, so I will bring it back to the board for any final thoughts, questions.
Did anybody ask, I think somebody asked about state inspections? Or is this a state, does the state have anything to do with inspecting it, certifying it?
I mean, even in my business, they come in
They
and
do.
check. Sure, the little licensing department from Albany comes in and
And I
checks
think
on
they
your,
could have access to it.
kind of OSHA-ish, if you will. They'll check on your cleanliness and sanitation and all that stuff.
That's all I got.
I'm all set. Yep.
Great, I guess no more questions. I'll entertain a motion for 82 North Avenue for a change in use from a retail. Yeah, sorry. First, I'll take a motion for pursuant to seeker, being a type 2 motion.
I'll make a motion with type 2 action under seeker with no significant environmental impact.
I have a motion for seeker. Do I have a second? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. All right, now I will do, sorry, I should have known better. But now I'll take a motion for a change in use from a retail to an office professional.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion by Kathy. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
I have a second by Peter. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. You need this out?
Yeah.
All right, our second public hearing for tonight is Ernesto and Catherine Figueroa, owners of 237 Judson Street, tax ID 080.14-3-49. Applicant seeks to install a 12 by 24 or a 288 square foot 10 foot 9-inch high accessory structure. Applicant therefore seeks an area variance of 125 square feet to allow for the 288 square feet accessory structure where a current 163 square foot accessory structure would be allowed pursuant to Village Code 175-59. Applicant also seeks relief from the maximum height allowed of a 10-foot pursuant to Village Code 175-11, Section F, to allow for the accessory structure with a height of 10 feet 9 inches. Property zone residential R-1-13.6. Do I have Ernesto and Catherine?
Yes.
If you can come up to the podium and tell us what you'd like to do.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for your time and consideration. I'm Catherine Figueroa, Ernesto Figueroa. We moved to Webster in 2023. We love this town. Our property is pretty big, as you can see probably from the plan. So we maintain it ourselves. And in maintaining it ourselves, we have purchased quite a bit of equipment. So we have the lawnmower, the snow blower, the rakes, the shovels, the salt. We have outdoor furniture. We have planters. We do our own gardening. So we haven't hired any contractors. My husband does all the work, and he services also. So he's been quite busy the last 2 years. So in saying that, we do have a smaller shed in the back. It's outgrown its capacity, so we would like to have a bigger structure so we can put all of that equipment into that structure. And then also my husband services the actual machines, so he will be able to service them as well. And I just want to thank you for your consideration.
All right, thank you.
And you said that you're going to be removing that older shed? Yes. And we are willing to put, if it's an eyesore for anybody, we're willing to put like landscaping around the structure if it's granted. We've talked to a couple of our neighbors and we had pretty positive, some response.
Yes.
So is this the actual shed you're
Yeah.
looking to purchase?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming by the picture, does it have like metal seam roof?
Yeah.
And then is it like vinyl siding on the side?
Yes.
Okay. What color is it?
It's actually wooden.
Okay.
Yeah. Blue. You want a color picture? I have a
Yeah.
color picture with me.
Yeah, if you had
Yeah,
a color picture.
I do.
I just have a black and white, so.
Yeah, black.
He sent us gray, so we
Oh.
don't have it in any kind of gray or blue.
Okay.
That's probably why it came out.
So is it a dark blue or is it a?
Just a black and white.
Was
Oh.
it, yeah, actually, I'm so sorry, yes, it's black and white because we wanted to match with that.
Oh, okay,
Like,
Gotcha.
sorry about that, we looked at it a while ago.
gotcha. I saw that, yeah, I did see that recently.
Thank you.
Totally forgot about that. Are you planning to run like utilities to the shed?
Not as of right now. Eventually, we'll come back to you guys and have an approval.
Okay.
It's not power operated at the moment.
Anybody else from the board have any questions?
It says there's a 14 by 14 foot slab there already.
That's where our yard, that's not where that's going to be, that's like directly outside our door,
Okay.
back door.
All right, I misunderstood.
Yeah, but you have to show a concrete pad,
It's way, it's in the back, it's like,
right?
I don't even know, it's probably like 6 by.
Yeah, just about right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it, yeah. I got the draw.
Oh, okay. Now, this is more, you know, your shed is, to me, this is a garage.
Yes.
This is a prefab garage with a garage door, and code allows one garage on the property. Now, your garage is incorporated into the house. It's underneath, which is a unique situation. So,
Very different.
but code doesn't, I mean, this, to me, this is a garage. And I would say that, you know, you're putting two garages on your property.
Right, especially since it ends at the driveway.
Yes.
Right, the
yes.
placement of it.
Yeah, the placement.
Mhm.
Let me, you said in your letter that the addition was intended, among other things, to protect vehicles. Are you planning to park a car, a motor vehicle inside this building?
Not as of right now, I need to work on my vehicles throughout, you know, things, and then the
So
challenge.
when you say your vehicles, I'm not talking about your lawn mowers and your snow blowers, I'm talking about, you know, things you drive on the street.
Yeah, no,
You're not gonna park any of those in the shed,
No.
in the accessory building?
no.
Is there a reason then why you need a garage door on the front of it?
Oh, that's how they were selling it. That's how they're selling it, and it's easier for my snow blower and my grass cutter, you know, to come out easily. Because my shed is all the way to the back nowadays.
Well, I understand that.
Small shed.
But I guess, so, but the concern is that it appears to be a second garage. And the code only says you get one garage and you get one accessory building. You know, and an accessory building isn't a garage. You're not supposed to park vehicles in there. That's what the definition of a garage is. If they could somehow, you know, eliminate the garage door or put some other kind of doors on the inside of it, you know?
Yeah.
It's the precedent that it sets, you know, you don't wanna have neighbors or whatever say, well, they got two garages, why can't I have two garages?
Exactly.
Understandable.
You know, half that door, or 3/4, or.
Because there are double doors on the side of it also.
Yes,
And isn't that sufficient to get lawnmowers and snow blowers in and out?
but we didn't figure that out with the salesperson, so.
Well, I understand it's prefab and that's
Yeah.
the way they make them, but
Now, can you get shed doors instead of a garage door?
I can
In the
probably ask
front.
for that.
Yeah, because it does set a precedent, it's definitely, you know, it's a garage door.
Mhm.
And although your garage isn't facing the street,
Yeah,
so, I mean, that would look like a garage, but the code says you can only have one garage.
understood.
And that's, to me, that's two garages, but if it was a shed door, that would be different. And you do need something there facing the street, just for aesthetics. You need a type of door, you need some type of door. So, yeah. And it is a large variance. Take that into consideration. And will it be on a pad? Will it be on blocks,
Compacted gravel,
compacted gravel?
yes.
So, no floor. Will there be a floor?
Just the gravel.
Just the gravel?
Yeah.
No, there's a floor in the shed.
What do you mean, on the shed?
On the
Inside the
shed?
shed?
Yeah.
Well, they build them with a floor.
Okay, all right, yeah. Okay.
Any other questions from the board members?
So what we, at least from my point of view, what we wrestle with a lot on these sheds is, and the code has been changed to allow for a larger shed than what was in the past, even with the variance that the person got many years ago for their shed, would not have needed to get a variance now because it would qualify under those new regulations. So what I personally wrestle with all the time is the size of these sheds. You know, and one of the concerns that people have come to us, does this set a precedent? It does set a precedent. Whether we want it to set a precedent or not, it does set a precedent. And so, when you take, what your request is to literally take what you're supplied 163 square feet by code, and you're going up to 288 square feet. So you're asking for a pretty extensive variance. So that's, I just want to make sure that you understand why these questions are being asked of certain folks.
You know, we've had applications that request a 10-foot variance or a 10-square-foot variance or, you know, something like that. This is over and above what we've ever dealt with. For a shed. The height, the 9-inch is not, to me, that's minimal. I mean, that's not an issue. But the size of the square footage of the shed is an issue for me.
All right, well, think about it some more. Right now, I'd like to open it up to the public for any comments about the project. Anybody, if you can come up and come to the podium, please state your name and address, please.
Carolyn Gorman, 248 Chestnut. So I appreciate what you've mentioned, is that we're concerned that this is going to set a precedence for others to ask for variances, you know, on the extended size. Because, you know, it is really a garage with then, you know, maybe a size of a shed for the 125 square feet. I don't live adjacent to the property, we live on the other side of Judson. So it's not, you know, something that is abutting to our property, but it is it going to set a precedence for others? And the 125, you know, my other concern is that he mentioned that he's going to be doing repair work. Are you doing repair work for yourself or as a small business? Because it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't seem that you need that large of a shed to do repairs on a, you know, on a lawnmower or a snowblower. So if you had a garage and then you said the extra 125 square feet was, you know, to store your extra equipment, that would be one thing. But to say that you're going to use the whole thing for storage of lawn equipment, I think that might be excessive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How big is your garage?
Yes.
Tiny, it is packed.
You can come up, come back up to the podium, sorry, just so we can,
There's some dimensions, I think, in
that's what.
I drove, you know,
I
I
went
walked
by
by
it.
and I saw it. And is it a two-car garage?
No, one car.
One-car garage,
One car.
underneath the house.
It's a one-car garage,
Right.
and what I have to do every season, all your furniture goes inside, okay? Everything goes inside, whatever I can put in there, because I'm not gonna have access to my shed because it's so far away. And I have grandkids, and that's why the reason we have grandkids.
Oh.
That's the reason why we moved over here, okay? And we have family visitors, so we don't have the space available. The kids have gotten hurt because they have the furniture piled up in the lower part of the house. So at this point, she can barely walk on the garage, gotta walk sideways.
He has a lot of tools.
So I gotta, and I'm not running a small business, excuse me, I'm a worker right now. I'm just doing what I think is right to have a family space for the family. That's all what I need. I don't need anything else. I have my job, 8 hours a week. No business whatsoever, if that was your concern. So this is about my family. It's not about anything else.
Okay.
Thank you.
Richard Walter, 20 Elm Street. I have been to more of these board meetings than some of the guys on the board. And I've seen from when I built my shed many, many, many years ago, it's a 1/16 of the size of this, basically. And I think, although we can always use more space, I do think this is excessive.
All right, thank you.
Smaller version.
Does the board have any more questions?
Questions?
I just have an idea. I think that we probably disagree with this shed as it is, but if I saw a wall instead of a garage door there, I might lean towards it, but maybe this is not appropriate for this time.
Okay.
When you were shopping for sheds, I'm not familiar with purchasing one. How much, it goes in increments of size?
I am guessing, but I just picked that one,
Yes.
because according to what I have to storage,
Mhm.
that's all.
If you could size it down, that would, I think, stop our concerns, or just the size is quite large. I'm afraid it would set precedents with your neighbors or anybody that sees that. My grandson is visiting tonight. He's a neighbor on Judson.
So for your information, the diagram that you gave us with the current shed back there, if you took that whole space, including the space you were from the borders, that is approximately equivalent what you can have without even having a variance. That whole space, that whole square there, comes out to what we allow, 163 square feet. Obviously, the distance away is problematic in your case, but the rule comes down that basically it's 1%, or it's 163, or whatever is less, or whatever is 1%, but less than that. So what allows, if you go to some properties in the village, like in Pontiac or Iroquois, or in those areas there, they can get a bigger shed than what 1% would be. But we allow that, given the fact that they have absolutely very little room to store stuff. just trying to give you some history back about how this comes about.
So is there an option to downsize the shed a little bit, or is that,
I don't know, I mean, on Cobb Street, we have a big old barn right there, industrial barn. So we figured like we can give it a shot. So that's triple the size of what I'm talking about. So I don't know if you have seen it or you're aware of it.
What would be the largest size that we could have?
That was very controversial.
Yeah, it was.
When it was, that was years ago, and how it got approved is, I don't know.
I don't know.
But that isn't out for my time.
No, I'm not trying to college, I'm trying to
I
point it out.
understand, if I was you and driving around, and I saw that big thing there, I'd say, you know, yeah.
That garage got moved.
so does the board have any more
That garage
questions?
was,
I don't have any questions, no. Maybe a suggestion, they downsize, maybe table it, downsize,
Right, come
and
back.
come back.
Well, we can
Small
do
size.
seeker and take care of seeker right now. It'd be a type 2 pursuant to seeker. Do I have a motion for that?
Yes, I'll make that motion.
I have a motion by Kathy, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Peter, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. All right. So.
I'll give them the option if they want it.
Yeah, I guess I give you the option on what you would either want to possibly table this application pending maybe some further investigation on your behalf on what would be the best size shed that you would be looking and possibly reducing compared to what you're currently proposing, which then might help alleviate some of the board's concerns. Or we could, I guess, take an action and you would kind of be taking your chances at that point. So I will leave it up to you as far as you would like to do.
What's the maximum size they can build?
162.
192?
No, it's actually 163.
163. Okay.
Theirs is the 1% of the gross lot.
Lot area.
Right, right, yeah.
So, sorry.
That's fine.
So you're currently allowed a 163 square foot shed.
Understandable.
So I guess it's up to you. I'll leave it in your hands on what you would like us to do. If we can table it, and then you can, like I said, do some more research, and if you can find any wiggle room, you know, you might have.
One thought I had was if that garage door could be replaced by a man door, it would be more in line with what I would think would be okay.
Still, it's a gross
Right,
size.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
But
yeah,
the
the
door
garage, I
is,
think the garage door is the big thing that throws it,
yeah.
Yes.
throws it
So
up.
size and the garage. door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
A 10 by 16, a 10 foot wide by 16 is going to get you into the game. You don't even have to come back here. 10 by 16. You could probably find a door, a garage door, that will fit on that normal structure. Especially if you change the dimensions of it. 10 foot wide door, maybe on a 12 by, whatever, 12 by whatever, it's 160. 12 by 13 maybe, 12 by 14, would be probably get you there. And I think that if you went with that, you probably could get a shed that might fulfill your needs without even coming back here, or one that's a little bit bigger than that, but is not as big as what you have now. And I think that that comes down to what we're looking at.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
rule it out. We're not against it.
Appreciate your time.
Pardon me, so you wish to table for now?
You want to take action?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, okay.
Then they gotta reapply. So, just so you understand,
I do understand.
no, let me just make this clear. If this board denies your application for the variance, and then you later want to come back with a shed that's still bigger than 163 feet, you got to pay the application fee all over again. Whereas if they table it and you come back with something smaller, you don't have to pay another application fee.
I'll never take the decision, because right now I'm done.
We'll table it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
And you can table it for what, up to a year, 6 years? What is it?
It's up to you.
It's up to us, yeah.
You can table as long as you want.
Yeah, all right, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
It's up to this board when you want to take it back.
All right.
Okay, so.
And perhaps, and a suggestion would be is to give the village's, Chris here, the building inspector, give him a call, and he might be able to give you some guidelines and thoughts on what may work. Okay?
All right. Yeah, I would,
So you need a motion to table.
Yeah,
so.
And a time limit on it also?
Well, you could do that if you want.
we don't have to.
You don't have to have a time limit, but if you want to table it till the next meeting, the next 2 meetings, do you think you'd know in a month what you'd want to do?
I would say so, yeah.
So you just table it till the next meeting then, it'd be a month from now.
All right,
Pass the motion.
So I need a motion for the applicant's request for a table. And do we want to put a time frame on it? So,
So I'll make a motion that we would table the Figueroa's request at this time, and I would put a 2-month limit on that.
Thank you.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
I have a second by Peter. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, and then, yes, the last thing we have to do is meeting minutes from April 17th.
Isn't that long?
Yeah. So hopefully everybody's had a chance to read those and remember those and
Remember them.
read them again. So I will entertain the motions.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from April 17th, 2025 as is.
I'll second
You
that.
seconded it.
Second by David. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. All right, now I'll take a motion, or first of all, do we have any potential business for next month?
There's one that said, I think tentative, but we've got until the end of this month before applications are due, so we should know at the end of the month what we've got locked in.
Huh? That's fine. I just want to let you know I will be on vacation next month, so I will not be here for next month's meeting.
That was one thing. This board,
We did,
Chris was the deputy.
yes.
So if he could serve as chairman,
Right.
assuming he shows up.
We thought he was going to be here tonight.
Right.
So I now, with no,
What, did you, minutes to approve?
We
did that.
Okay.
You were talking.
Sorry about that.
all right, now I will entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Second by Peter, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Meeting adjourned at 7:19.